floods hit Waupaca County on Friday, eroding the Manawa Dam and triggering evacuations. Now, after returning home, the city is looking at a huge cleanup.
This ain't even a 100-year storm. This is, you can't even put what kind of year storm this would be on this situation here.
With the new week ahead, officials and residents continue their gradual efforts while considering the major next steps. And we are continuing to follow up on that major flooding that you just saw in the city of Manawa. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been 3 days since that water first started to overflow from the Manawa Dam. Right now, most of the roads there have reopened and are no longer flooded, but residents are still picking up the pieces. Fox 11's Andrew Mertins explains where the community is going from here.
The city of Manawa, Waupaca County, and state officials continue to survey the aftermath of Friday's powerful flood. Monday, the city and others in the county held meetings to discuss next steps as cleanup and recovery efforts are ongoing.
The amazing thing is that how much everybody is helped. We have people here right now from the DPW of Clintonville, Waupaca, and New London that are going to help our city crew clean out our storm sewers because there's a lot of washout down below.
Days after floodwaters rushed through Manawa, a portion of County Highway B near the rodeo grounds remains closed. The State Department of Transportation was here on Monday inspecting this bridge as well as numerous others.
So far, nothing super alarming, some minor silting. So as of right now, I have no major concerns, but we're going to keep looking at it, monitoring it.
Another area the city urges residents to avoid right now is Lindsay Park, which is closed until further notice. Director of Public Works Josh Smith says they will complete testing at that location for potential contamination.
We're just erring on the side of caution, considering that the wastewater treatment plant did flood out and parts of it did flood out there.
While floodwaters have subsided, the community is still cleaning up. The city made dumpsters available behind the Little Wolf High and Manawa Middle School for residents to toss damaged materials, excluding electronics and appliances. Jeff Zanudich drove all the way from Port Washington to help clear out his father's house.
We collected sports memorabilia, baseball cards and stuff for a long time. We had a separate room that was kind of like an old pantry, so it was more, climate controlled and stuff. And some stuff is off the ground, there's shelves in there, but yeah, I threw away a lot of pretty kind of a sad day. A lot of waterlogged baseball and football cards and stuff.
The city says it will not qualify for FEMA funding and asks community members to work with their individual insurance companies. In Manawa, Andrew Mertins, Fox 11 News.
The city of Manawa says it hopes that the bridge at County Highway B will reopen by the end of this week. Leaders also have to meet with the DNR about the future of the dam. Some residents on Appleton's north side are looking for answers after more than a dozen homes there sustained significant damage from Friday's storm. Not only are they dealing with the storm runoff, but several homes also had sewage backups. Fox 11's Emily Matesic has the latest.
Driveways along North Viola Street on Appleton's north side are littered with dumpsters, full of memories and personal possessions destroyed by Friday's flash flooding.
Alternating between laughing and crying.
Several disaster recovery and restoration crews are working to help residents clean up their messes too.
Have you ever seen the extensive damage in one neighborhood from one storm like this before?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, especially, this street, kind of where everything just hit every house, the whole street up and down. No.
Dave Mashinsky has lived on this block for 50 years. He ended up with 4 feet of water in his basement. Not the first time, he said, the street was overcome by storm water.
We have had it twice in the last 30 years, primarily due to storm sewer and downflow from Northland Avenue coming in.
Mashinsky and others believing the city's infrastructure is what sent water rushing down their street and into their backyards on Friday. One resident said the water was moving so fast it caused her home's foundation to wash away, sending mud and debris into the basement. Others questioning why their street was hit so hard.
The city was out here very discreetly. The mayor was out here, not talking to anybody, but making sure they got their storm sewer unclogged. As soon as they got that unclogged, within 30 minutes, all the water was gone. And we're the only street in the area that had the issue. I I can't imagine that was an act of God. That seems more like an act of negligence.
Appleton Mayor Jake Woodford tells Fox 11 he sympathizes with the impacted residents, but believes what happened out here was nothing more than the worst of Mother Nature.
We did not have any indication of a breach of that system or blockage of that system that would have caused an event like this to happen. We have not found any evidence of that. The underlying cause is receiving an extraordinary amount of rain in a narrow band of the city in a very brief period of time.
But it's not just stormwater damage people are dealing with. Several homes on this block had basements full of sewage. Bjorn Olsen said what started as rainwater coming in his basement became so much worse.
It was slow and steady, and it was clear, and then the toilet just exploded. And then it just, like I said, the floodgates opened. And within a matter of minutes, we had 17 inches.
It's unclear what caused the sewage backup, but residents said they saw city workers removing manhole covers from the street, and immediately afterwards, sewage started backing up into some homes.
Standard practice for our DPW group is to either replace manhole covers that have been blown off or to open storm sewer manholes if it will aid in the draining of water. That's the standard practice.
The mayor said he didn't know what specific manhole covers were removed from Viola Street on Friday, saying there are both sanitary and storm water ones on the street.
Is it possible that a mistake was made?
They know the difference between the covers. They work with the system every day.
In Appleton, Emily Matesic, Fox 11 News.
The city says it does not have a disaster relief fund, but the mayor said he will be making a request to the state for aid to help those impacted by the storm.